I didn't brought that much slides with me, so because it's for me as well something challenging, presenting without slides, so I just have 3 slides. Because, like, one day I was sitting in the crowd and another speaker was speaking in front of 700 people, and he came up and said, one day a mentor of mine said, don't present with slides because the people will always look at the slides. Either they will look at the slides or they listen to you. So I decided today a little bit different today. So I don't have slides to look at, so I need to have a lot in my mind today, and I hope you will be fine with that if I may be a little bit stuck, but I will tell you about my story, why I believe in gamification, what my way was towards it, what is my role within this big company called Accenture, and what my struggles were and still are. So now I take you on a journey. Imagine I was a little child, a little bit like, I'm not tall, but imagine like that big, okay? And, like, my brother always played games, me too. But occasionally I did that. And so when you grow older, you just stop because you go to school and you need to do stuff, right? And then it was like, okay, just skipping those stuff and going into design. I studied product design. And then I observed this service design world and these emotions you can build within design, and you have to ask the people what they want, and you have to do a lot of research and observation. And one day there was this book, yellow. It was standing in a library in front of me, and I took it. It was the book of Jane McGonigal. Probably you all know of her. Don't have to tell that she's a wise person. And I let it lay half a year. Didn't touch it. I don't know why. I just didn't touch it. Then I bought it. I read it, and I read all of it. And this was as well the changing point, the tipping point, where I recognized, oh my God, it's the same what I'm doing all the time. It's design. It's design for human beings. How that come? It was so obvious. It was so obvious, this red line through my life. So then I was writing my bachelor thesis about it. I came back from Copenhagen, where I were in game design a little bit, real game design, so not just gamification. But I wanted to observe how it is to collaborate design, so the way of designing something into in a gamified design approach. Not the other way, not designing gamification, but the other way around. So using the methods of gamification to do design. So this was completely the starting point. What I observed was that there was a lot of theorems, and not only about gamification, because the studies are much broader of her in performance studies, in ethnologies and all that stuff. So I read quite a lot in engineering, in all the other areas, in HR, in what I could get into my fingers. I read. And I try to put it back into gamification somehow, or what motivates people, because I believe, truly believe, it is not all written in that term, gamification. Design is not because it is good because you read a lot about design. Design is then good when you can shift the context towards it. I truly believe in that. And I hope you as well do, because this is innovations, and gamification is not done by always staying this little part in this little bubble. It is going out of this bubble, looking what others are doing, going back in the context and shifting it. This is when innovation hits. And so I started going into agencies and doing things and, doing design. So I'm originally as well UX designer, so I started with that kind of. And then I was just like, okay, this is not what I really wanted to do. I really want to work within gamification. I wanted to change something. So I started as a consultant, not doing gamification, but UX, because it's quite similar as well, for sure. But nevertheless, I talk to everybody. I'm the one who's doing gamification, and as well did gamification and within in little smaller parts, and get as well to know other people's. And now I'm leading a chapter. I'm one of the people who got the chance from my sponsor, because he believes in me, that I can really build up a team. And this is one of the first times we really have a team within Accenture Interactive. And especially in Accenture, we have quite a lot of people but not concentrated on one thing. So what I can give to you, when you're building your journey, first, you need to know what you believe in and what you want to change. Doesn't matter if it's in gamification, whatever. Second, be brave and tell about it. Do it. Say and show that you can do it. It is not just about tell, it's as well to show. And third, it's to be authentic about it. If you don't be authentic, if you don't believe in it, if you don't live it, the people don't believe you what you tell, right? Because you cannot show it. And the next thing is as well, the struggles what I had was a lot like you were a little tiny whoever, a little part in a big ecosystem. Getting out of that to be something different, somebody different, is not easy to deal with. As well in hierarchy levels, as well being in a business as a startup, it's maybe easy to living as a creative world. Being in a corporate company, no, there's more rules and restrictions towards that. You need to build a really good benchmark of yourself. You need to marketing yourself that much that anybody else as well know you are the one to go to, because you have to convince that you are doing the right thing and doing the right thing together with others, that you get the chance to build something special. As well, it is different that I have to struggle to build an ecosystem within our company. So I'm not the nucleus out of that. So I need to go and talk to our change management and say, hey, this is what gamification could do with change management. Could we couple up? So I'm not the only person there who say I'm doing gamification. I need to hire other people who are maybe better than me in change management, who understand what change management is, and not having just me in my mind with my framework, what I think of gamification. I need to hire people, they think completely different than me. So think please of diverse teams. It is a struggle for sure, because it maybe is different from what you expected to work with people. But you need to give this a chance, because I think you just can be the better the more diverse you are. And as well, it's not just building an ecosystem and understand the technology, what we are delivering, because we are IT consultancy. That means I need to understand all the systems we are building. I need to understand how SAP is working, not in deep, but on high level. I need to understand how Hypers or all this stuff we are doing is working, and how we can implement gamification onto that, where the power is of implementing it. But as well as we had a talk today with a lot of people, and I thank you for all these very good insights we had, I think we miss a big point. Gamification is not just there to apply it on something. For me, gamification, and I work in quite huge and big projects in digital transformation, for me gamification is the key, one of the keys to do digital transformation the right way. Digital transformation is not just making it about from paper to digital, because if you, and it's not my quote, but it's a quote of a big IT company as well. If you digitalize a shitty process, you have a shitty digitalized process. It's not changing, right? So and that's the problem about it. So you need to as well shift the culture, and gamification gives us an opportunity to help people understand where the motivation lies. You have to talk to the C-levels, which is very, very important if you wanted to have a change. And digital transformation not only is within IT, it is completely all over the world. This is the fourth area what we are in, and it's really shifting. It's the industrial age was really something which was really, really big and changed a lot of the world. Now it's digital, and digital cannot be reversed. What we're now doing is there. And we have to struggle with this, especially as well the thing, how do we go with how do we deal with gamification, with the broader intrinsic motivation? Who tells us what is right and what is wrong in those stuff? Who tells us that we are the one who decided that what you are doing is the right thing? And this is something I wanted to give you as well, the thing back in your mind. We're doing a lot in applying it, and I love to apply it because we know we can make a difference and show people what it is. But digging deeper into that, into really what digital transformation is not only meaning for us, as an IT consultancy, but meaning for us in terms of Gen Y, in terms of what do people coming, because this is an HR topic. This is a topic which comes up, it's an educational topic, because value is changing. And this is what I struggle as well within our company, because values is changing. I need to attract a lot of creative and different thinking people. This is not easy in a not agency world, but in a corporate world, where you have strict rules how you should behave in an already figured out culture. So it's as well for us a change in mindset. And so for me, I said, and this is why I as well tell it to you guys, because as more as I tell the people, they remind me back. If you are transparent, and you struggle with that as well, because transparency can hurt. But transparency building trust, and trust builds trustful relationships. And on these relationships, you can build a business, and it doesn't matter if it's within the company or out there. And this is what, I was too fast. No, sorry. The thing I wanted to ask, and now I'm completely messed it up. But this is what the question. What do I need to believe or believe? Because it's something you need maybe to live. And this is the question I want to give and hand over to you. What is what you need to believe in and live it within this world, and what you want to change? I think this is the question you should asking you for at the beginning of every project, and asking maybe as well the people you are designing gamification for. That was me.